Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and the connection you share with each other. Today's reading is going to be all about this person's inner world, their perception of you, their honest thoughts and feelings about you and your connection. We're going to cover a lot in today's reading. I'm going to get started with the oracle cards, where we're basically putting ourselves in your person's shoes and seeing what it's like to look through their eyes, how they view you, how they view the connection, what their inner world is like. Then afterwards, we're going to pull a few tarot cards to dive deeper into the message. I will get more specific thoughts and feelings out that they have towards you. We'll do channeled messages. I'll also get out some tiles and charms for extra info and confirmation. As always, I'll end today's reading with a message just for you to help you do a good reset. And I will be doing an extended for today's reading, where we will do a deeper dive into what is coming next in this connection, what you can expect from this person, basically what's going to happen in the outer world. This whole reading is their inner world, their thoughts, their feelings. The extended will be on their intentions. And if you find yourself really resonating with our message here today and you are curious to check that out, you can find a link below in the description box as well as the pinned comment, or head straight over to my Patreon, where you'll get access to over almost or roughly 200 other exclusive and extended readings, posts, and bits of content. So we'd love to have you join us over there if you would like to. But without further ado, I'm hopping into the message here today, you guys. I'm excited to be here. I'm so excited you're here as well. And let's just get going here. So representing your person's perspective of you, we have Victim with Avenger, Aletheia with the Tear and the Heart, as well as Glass and Mars. Mars placements could be important for this connection. Mars rules over Aries and Scorpio, so that could resonate. If it doesn't, that's okay, let it fly. We'll get to the concrete message behind that momentarily, but I'm going to start us over here on the left. With Victim and Avenger coming out together, I'm essentially getting the message that your person views you as a big-time supporter and advocate, not just for them, but in the world, basically. You have a good moral compass. This person sees that, and they feel like you are not afraid to stand up for people and causes that you really believe in, including them. And not only that, but you try to really help this person out of dark times, pull out of maybe like a victim mindset or victim mentality and into a better state of mind. So you might be the type of friend or partner that you see somebody having a bad day and you're like, all right, let's go for a roller coaster ride, or let's go on a beach walk, or let's go for a cruise, or let's listen to music and just hang out. Like, you're the type of person that really likes to pull people out of their funk when they're in one and help them to get into a more optimistic and positive mindset. And again, you're not afraid to stand up for things that you believe in. So if you see that somebody in your life is getting bullied, or you don't like the way they're being treated, including how they treat themselves, you are the type of person that stands up for that, and you aren't afraid to speak your mind. And I think that they really, really appreciate that about you. So if your person is going through a difficult day, or if they're exhibiting some kind of unhealthy behavior or something you don't like to see, it's not serving their highest good, you're not afraid to speak your mind, speak up and speak out, because you care for this person. And they really believe that you do truly care for them from the bottom of your heart, and they really appreciate that about you. With Aletheia, this boils down to one simple concept, and what that is truth, okay? The Tear and the Heart actually came out together as a pair, and this has a synchronistic energy of emotion. So what this is telling me essentially is that your person also finds you to be extremely emotionally aware and emotionally intelligent. You're not afraid to speak up about your feelings, whether they're good or bad or anything in between. You speak your mind, you speak the truth, and they really believe that they can take you at your word. Not only that, but you also help to coax the emotions out of this person, okay? Which can be difficult sometimes, okay? Not all emotions feel good when they come through us, but they're data, they're pinpoints of information to be understood. And if your person has been through difficult times, chances are they have some difficult to deal with emotions. You have a way about you, almost like a siren. It's like you coax those emotions out, you bring them up to the surface, and your person becomes aware of them. Even if they had tried to suppress them or push them down or sweep them under the rug or avoid them, it's like in your presence, they're increasingly aware of what they're feeling and what's going on. And I think that you have really helped them to gain more emotional intelligence since the two of you have started your connection with each other. And although it can be difficult sometimes, I think your person really does love that about you. They feel like you have pure intentions, you have a good heart, and everything is coming from a genuine place of love. They don't find you to be manipulative, they don't find you to be harsh with them. You're just quite honest. And I think that honestly, that's like a breath of fresh air to this person because, unfortunately, we live in a world with lots of dishonest people nowadays, and to find someone who is brutally honest, even if at times maybe a bit too honest, if you want to put it that way, is rare, and your person just really loves that. They find it to be so refreshing, and they are just glad that they can take you at your word and really believe you. Especially when it comes to their emotional world, your emotional world. They feel like if you tell them you love them, you mean it. They don't have to question it. And it also feels good to be so seen, okay? That this person feels very seen and understood in your connection. With Glass and Mars, I'm not gonna lie, they feel like you are a bit of a fighter, but not like you're out there picking fights with them. It kind of circles back over here to the point we were making with the Avenger sort of victim combination. You are really not afraid to stand up for what you believe in, even if it goes against what everybody else in the room is thinking and seeing and saying. You're the type of person where you could be in a crowd full of a dozen people who are all, saying one thing, believing one thing, but if it goes against what you think is right, you will stand up to all 12 of those people and say, no, I'm not okay with that. This is not okay. I don't like this, whatever it is for you, whatever the cause is, the belief. And I think that from your person's perspective, usually you're right. Usually you take the good side of the road, or you're doing it with an intention to bring peace and harmony and positive energy to the situation. So like I was saying, you're not out there picking fights. You're not trying to start drama or stir things up just for the fun of it. When you have your Mars energy come out, this fighter side of you come out, it's for the higher good. It's for a good reason. And maybe you're the type of person where it takes a lot for you to get fired up, but then when you do, it's whoa, back away from that person. They're charged up, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting from this. And again, your person feels quite seen by you. They feel like you're very intelligent, you're very perceptive, and you kind of look at them like they're a piece of glass. You can see right through them, right through their emotions, right through their attitude. And if you see something you don't like, you're not afraid to speak up about it, but it's usually for a good reason, and it's usually for the higher good of them and for the connection and for you. So again, I think your person just really has a lot of respect for you. They also know that you're not one to be messed with though. So it's they have this energy of, I better not cross you because I don't like the way that feels. So let's get out some tarot now. Let's dive a little deeper into their thoughts and feelings about you. If the reading's been resonating so far, if you've been enjoying it, I'd love it if you take a moment to like the video. It really helps my channel out. And subscribe if you're new. We'd love to have you join us. I release readings every day, knock on wood. So you're bound to run into one that resonates with your situation on occasion. So let's get out some more information. Of course, though, I have to give the PSA, never force a reading to fit. Even if a reading finds you, if it just rubs you the wrong way, sometimes I take that as a calling to scroll through the reader's page. because you might have just been drawn to the channel and the reader themselves, not the individual reading. It's always super important to listen to your gut and never ever force messages to fit if they don't. Okay, now that I've gotten that PSA out, I'm going to pull one more card. We'll get to the messages in a second here, you guys. So far we have Strength, the Two of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and, hold on a second, the Emperor. Perfect. As for zodiac signs, we have Aries coming out again. So Aries energy, Aries placements, or even Aries season could be really important to this connection. We also have Leo, another fire sign, as well as Taurus. So just saying, any of those placements could be relevant or important here for the connection. Again, with the emotional intelligence, this person feels like you're very emotional, but you're very aware of your emotions. You're not like overly dramatic. You're not picking fights for no reason. You don't play games with people's feelings. You're just very aware of emotions and what drives them and what's going on behind them, right? A good example of that is anger being a secondary emotion, okay? From what I'm aware of and what I've heard, anger isn't a primary emotion, it's a secondary emotion. And oftentimes the emotions that fall underneath it are either sadness or fear, right? So you might just have a natural gift of being able to identify what the emotion is, the cause of it, and also the solution. That just might be the type of intelligence you have. It's very impressive to this person, and they feel like they need more of that information and knowledge their way. So they feel like you've really helped them, or you have the capability to help them to understand themselves better. This person is not in a rush with you, okay? And that's not because they don't see a future. They do. Spoiler alert, they definitely do see a future with you, or they're hoping to have a future with you. But more or less, they just want to be patient. They know that they have a long way to go on their own journey. Maybe they feel as though you have some healing to do as well. And so they really just want to take things slow, take their time, baby step by baby step, progressing towards something different, okay? So that's another energy your person has. If they come across as an ultra slow mover, it might just be because they don't want to get burned. Not that they think you would do that, but because they know it's in their best interest to take their time, do their work, and, not rush things, not rush into things. We have the Ace of Swords. This is coming back to the Aletheia card we chatted about earlier. This person finds you to be very honest. You're very upfront. You also reveal truths to them. You bring a lot of clarity to them and their life that they hadn't seen before they met you. Not just about emotions, but about their own reality, their own perception of reality. Maybe your person had been a little bit deluded with some things, or their own self-limiting beliefs. I mean, you name it. It could be countless things. You've really just helped to clear that up for them. You also help them to see things more clearly, okay? Not only do they feel like you can see right through them, you help them to be able to do that towards themselves as well. Maybe your person just had a really distorted view of themselves or their life before meeting you. They feel like their whole perception has changed since they met you, since they started deepening this connection with you. And truths are being revealed to them left and right and front and center. And maybe it's a bit overwhelming, but they're happy about it. They feel like it's necessary for their growth and their development. They're still really wanting to move things forward with you. It might be slow, but they do want progression. They do want things to move in a forward direction. They aren't running away anytime soon. I'm not getting like a breadcrumbing or stringing along type of energy from this person. They're just a slow mover, okay? Maybe they have earth sign placements. I can't say for sure. Maybe they just have dominant earth energy in their charts. Whatever the reason is, they move slow, but with intention and dedication, okay? They do see this 10 of Cups with you. They want that, even if it takes a while to get there. They feel like there's a lot of promise here, and they don't want to go anywhere anytime soon, from what I can see. They know that they have a long way to go, though. I think that they want to be in this Emperor, Empress energy with you. And they just are aware of the fact that they have more work they need to do on themselves before they're going to feel like they're in that spot. They have more healing to do. Your person might be in the process of getting some kind of counseling or help or something like that. self-development courses, coaching, stuff of that nature, because they just seem to be aware of the fact that they have healing to do and they have this determination to go and do it and get it done. So, all right, let's get to the channeled messages now. Channeled messages. What would this person like to say right now if they felt like they could? I wonder how you feel. That's interesting because they know that you tell the truth. Maybe they feel like you're hiding or holding something back from them. And they find you to be very direct, especially with your feelings and your emotions. Maybe they feel like there's just one or two things that you haven't completely told the truth about. That's interesting. We also have I'm not financially stable, as well as I daydream about a life with you. And like I said, I mean, this person really sees the 10 of Cups with you. That is their goal. They're working towards that. Maybe it feels a little far out to them because they're not financially stable, especially if this is the type of person that really wants to be able to bring material stuff into the connection. Like they might want to own a house first, or they want to be able to contribute to buying a home or saving up for a retirement fund, or they want to feel like you're not pulling all the financial weight in the connection. Whatever it is, that could be one of the things that they're like holding back a little bit with, because they want to become more financially stable before they'll feel more comfortable moving things forward with you. And again, they're still wanting to make forward progression. It's just very slow. So maybe your person has like a long-term financial goal. They could be going back to school. Maybe they've recently just switched jobs, or they're waiting for a promotion, you name it. And I'm not saying that's good or bad, you know. Personally, in my life, I'm the type of person where it's like, if it feels right, you know, go for it. And don't necessarily rush right into the thing, but, you know, you don't have to put a relationship on pause completely until things are ready. And I don't think that's where your person is either. They just might be using it as a little bit of an excuse, but they're still, you know, daydreaming about what a future looks like with you. We also have, I'm in a committed relationship. So if you're with this person, take that as great confirmation. They're very much committed to you. If you're not with this person yet, again, they're daydreaming about getting to that point. I'm not getting third party energy in this reading here today. I don't think this person is in like another relationship or anything like that already. So, and if that's the case, this might not be your reading, because it seems like your person's pretty much committed to you. They don't have other people on their mind. So just saying. All right, we also have, I'm so overwhelmed. I love you forever. I don't want you to hurt me. You're my sun, moon, and stars. Okay. We also have, I think about you a lot, especially at night. So fairly self-explanatory here. This person really does have a lot of love and devotion for you. They think so highly of you. Part of them is afraid that you're going to hurt them, though. Maybe that's another reason why they're wanting to take things slow. They're afraid that they're going to be hurt. Maybe that's something they've gone through in the past. They could have a tendency to push people away because they're afraid to get hurt. You know, something like that. Maybe that's one of the reasons they want to take things slow. Could also be that they're overwhelmed with work or a financial issue. Maybe they're trying to get out of debt right now. And they do think about you quite often. I don't think that it's just at night, but especially at night when they're falling asleep, you're definitely on this person's mind. Okay. Maybe this is a long distance connection, or you don't live with each other or something, so this person feels like far away from you when they're not able to talk to you or be in contact with you. That could be a possibility. We're going to do tiles and charms next. You might see their name, their initials, or important symbols or words come out for the connection. It does get a little loud when I start pulling, so you're welcome to turn the volume down if you would like to. And don't forget, we'll be doing an extended for today's reading, so if you want to check that out because the rest of the reading's been resonating, there will be a link in the description box. Okay, rain. Rain could be important, either as a name or as an element, okay? We have R-I-N-W-I-A. Yep, we do have rain coming out here. Rainwater. We also have L, R, and Q coming out. Okay, rail, like trains or something could also be important here. Railroads, trains, rain. That's all I'm seeing. If you guys see anything I miss, you're welcome to comment down below for the collective. For those of you that like to do the word scramble, you are invited to do so. We have a butterfly coming out here, a moon, and a heart key. Okay, you do unlock this person's heart. You unlock their emotions. The moon is divine feminine energy. So I think that you also, like, it's kind of like you unlock hidden emotions that they had avoided, kind of like the moon in tarot, our subconscious fears, our subconscious insecurities, and emotions that haven't fully come up to the surface. It's like you unlock those and you create great change in this person. And I think they really love that. Okay. Let's get out a couple of messages just for you now before I hop into our extended, you guys. These next two messages are meant to be just for you. It does not have to relate to this connection at all whatsoever. I mean, if it does, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's also fine. It's meant to be just for you. So if you need a moment to grab a glass of water, pause the video, envision yourself calling your energy back to you again, you're more than welcome to do so. Your first message is inspiration. A fresh idea comes like a gentle whisper to your heart. Listen and act on this inspiration from above. And then your affirmation of the day, this is a great one to affirm with me. You can do that by commenting it. I believe in myself. If someone you care about needed encouragement, you would show support and faith. Then why wouldn't you do the same for yourself? Give yourself the same treatment you would give your best friend. Very true. I love that one. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this part of the reading here. Again, the extended is going to be on this person's intentions, what their outer world is for this connection, what's coming next. If you'd like to join us, I'd love to see you over there. I hope that you will. If not, I'm so grateful you joined for this reading and that you were here with us today. I hope to see you for a future reading, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night. Bye for now.